Have you ever met someone for the first time and felt like you've known them forever? Have you ever locked eyes with a stranger and felt a recognition so deep it took your breath away? Have you ever experienced an inexplicable pull towards someone, a knowing that this person matters, even though you just met them 5 minutes ago? Today, we're re-exploring one of the most mystical and scientifically fascinating phenomena in human connection: quantum soul echoes. This is the reason some people feel immediately familiar, why certain souls recognize each other across time and space, why some connections feel like coming home even though you've never been there before. Welcome to Quantum Love, where we bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and quantum physics, between mysticism and science, between what your soul knows and what your mind is trying to understand. I am here to show you that the feeling of familiarity with certain people is not just your imagination. It's quantum entanglement operating across lifetimes, dimensions, and realities. The phenomenon of instant recognition, of soul familiarity, has been documented across every culture, every spiritual tradition, every era of human history. The Greeks called it anamnesis, remembering. The Buddhists speak of karmic connections spanning multiple lifetimes. Indigenous cultures talk about soul families who incarnate together lifetime after lifetime. Modern psychology calls it implicit memory or unconscious recognition. But none of these fully explain the depth, the intensity, the unmistakable knowing that happens when you meet someone your soul because this isn't just about past lives, although that's part of it. This isn't just about soul contracts, although those exist too. This is about quantum entanglement at the soul level, about consciousness connections that transcend time, space, and even physical incarnation. This is about the fact that, in the quantum field, all moments exist simultaneously. All lifetimes are happening now, and your soul can recognize connections across all of them at once. Let's start with what quantum physics tells us about entanglement. When two particles become entangled, they remain connected regardless of distance. Change one particle, and the other responds instantly, even if they're on opposite sides of the universe. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance because it defied everything we thought we knew about how reality works. But experiment after experiment has proven it's real. Entangled particles are fundamentally connected at a level that transcends space and time. Now, if particles can be entangled, why not consciousness? Why not souls? Your consciousness isn't separate from the quantum field. You are the quantum field, localized into a particular form, a particular experience, a particular lifetime. And if consciousness is quantum, and quantum systems can become entangled, then souls can become entangled too. And once entangled, they remain connected across all space, all time, all dimensions. This is what's happening when you meet someone and feel that instant recognition. Your souls are entangled. Maybe you shared lifetimes together in the past. Maybe you'll share lifetimes in the future. Maybe you're connected in parallel realities happening right now. Maybe you're a part of the same oversoul, the same larger consciousness expressing itself through multiple forms. Whatever the specifics, the entanglement is real. And your recognition of each other is your souls responding to that quantum connection. Think about it from your own experience. When you meet someone your soul recognizes, it's not just that they seem nice or interesting. Something deeper. You feel seen by them in a way most people don't see you. You feel understood without having to explain yourself. Conversation flows effortlessly, as if you're continuing a dialogue that started long before this meeting. Silences are comfortable rather than awkward. There's a resonance, a harmony, a sense of matching frequencies. This is because your souls are literally vibrating in harmony. Quantum entanglement creates coherence between systems. When souls are entangled, they naturally sync up, they naturally resonate, they naturally recognize each other's frequency. It's not magic, although it feels magical. It's quantum physics operating at the level of consciousness. But here's where it gets even more interesting. In quantum mechanics, there's a concept called non-locality, which means that entangled particles can affect each other instantly regardless of distance. This suggests that separation is an illusion. At the quantum level, everything is connected. There is no true separation, only the appearance of separation in our three-dimensional, time-bound perception of reality. Your soul knows this. Your soul exists in the quantum realm where separation doesn't exist, where all souls are ultimately connected, where the boundaries between self and other are fluid and permeable. So when you meet someone and feel that immediate familiarity, your soul is recognizing itself in them. Not because you're the same person, but because at the deepest level, we're all waves in the same ocean, expressions of the same universal consciousness. Some soul connections are stronger than others, and this makes sense from a quantum perspective. The more times two souls have interacted across lifetimes, dimensions, or realities, the stronger their entanglement becomes. It is like the difference between particles that have been entangled once versus particles that have been entangled repeatedly. The more interaction, the deeper the connection, the stronger the quantum bond. This is why some people feel like acquaintances from a past life while others feel like your soul family. The depth of familiarity you feel corresponds to the depth of entanglement. Someone you've shared one lifetime with might feel vaguely familiar, pleasant, easy to be around. But someone you've shared hundreds of lifetimes with, someone whose soul has been entangled with yours across multiple dimensions, they feel like home. They feel like the other half of you. They feel like returning to yourself. These deep soul connections often come with a sense of destiny, a feeling that you were meant to meet, meant to know each other, meant to be in each other's lives. And from a quantum perspective, this isn't just romantic fantasy. If your souls are deeply entangled across multiple timelines and dimensions, then yes, in a very real sense, you are always going to find each other. The quantum connection ensures it. It's not fate in the sense of being predetermined, but it is probability weighted so heavily in favor of connection that it becomes nearly inevitable. Think about the circumstances that had to align for you to meet certain people. You moved to a specific city. You took a specific job. You went to a specific event. You said yes to a specific invitation. And in that moment, in that place, you met them. One choice different, one timing shift, and you would have never crossed paths. Yet you did. And when souls are entangled, these synchronicities multiply. The universe conspires to bring you together because, at the quantum level, you're already connected. Physical meeting is just the manifestation of a connection that already exists. There are different types of soul echoes, different flavors of this quantum recognition. Some people you meet feel like family, like siblings, or parents, or children. Even if there's no biological connection, this is often because you've played these roles for each other in other lifetimes. Your souls know the pattern of that relationship, and it echoes through into this one, creating instant familiarity and comfort. Other people feel like romantic partners, and there's an immediate attraction, a magnetic pull, a sense of belonging together. These are often what spiritual traditions call twin flames, or soulmates. Souls that have been partnered across many lifetimes, learning and growing together, balancing and completing each other. The recognition is often accompanied by intense chemistry, deep understanding, and a sense of inevitability. Then there are people who feel like teachers or students, and you know immediately that you have something to learn from them or teach to them. These are soul connections based on growth and evolution. You've agreed, at the soul level, to help each other expand, to challenge each other, to catalyze each other's transformation. The familiarity comes from having done this for each other before, lifetime after lifetime. And sometimes you meet people who feel familiar but uncomfortable. There's recognition, but also tension, unfinished business, old wounds. These are often souls with whom you have karmic entanglements, patterns that need to be resolved, lessons that need to be learned. The echo you're feeling is not just connection, but also the residue of past conflicts, past hurts, past unresolved dynamics. And you've come together again to heal it, to complete it, to transcend it. Not every person you meet is a soul echo. Most connections are new, fresh, specific to this lifetime, and that's beautiful too. But when you do encounter a soul echo, when you meet someone your soul it is important to understand what is happening so you can navigate it consciously rather than being swept away by the intensity of it. Because soul recognition can be overwhelming. It can trigger dormant memories, even if you can't consciously access them. It can activate old patterns, old dynamics, old ways of relating that may or may not serve you in this lifetime. It can create instant intimacy that feels right, but might be moving faster than your human self is ready for. It can make you feel things you don't understand, want things you can't explain, know things you have no logical reason to know. This is why consciousness is so important when you encounter soul echoes. Yes, follow the resonance. Yes, honor the connection. Yes, trust the recognition, but also bring awareness to it. Ask yourself, what is this connection here to teach me? What pattern are we here to heal or transcend? What is my soul trying to show me through this person? Am I responding from soul wisdom or from old programming? Am I honoring both the connection and my own boundaries? Because here is something crucial. Just because a soul is familiar doesn't mean they're meant to be in your life long term in this incarnation. Some soul echoes are meant to be brief, but powerful encounters. You meet, you recognize each other, you exchange something important, energy or information or activation, and then you part ways. The meeting was the point. The recognition was the gift. The parting is part of the perfection. Other soul echoes are meant to be lifelong connections. People who walk beside you for the entire journey of this lifetime. These are your soul family, your core crew, the people who hold you and challenge you and grow with you. The familiarity deepens over time rather than fading. The connection strengthens with each interaction. You're building on lifetimes of entanglement, adding another layer to an already rich connection. The key is discernment. Soul recognition doesn't automatically mean this person should be your partner, your best friend, or even someone you stay in contact with. It means your souls know each other. What you do with that knowledge in this lifetime is up to your conscious choice, your current needs, your present circumstances, and your highest good. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do with a soul echo is acknowledge the connection. Honor what it represents, and let it be what it is, without trying to force it into a particular form. Not every soul connection needs to become a relationship. Sometimes the recognition itself is the gift. Sometimes the reminder that you're not alone, that your soul has companions across time and space. That's enough. There's also the phenomenon of negative soul echoes, and this is important to address. Not every familiar soul is a positive connection. Some souls you've had difficult relationships with across multiple lifetimes. Some souls you've hurt or been hurt by repeatedly. Some souls represent patterns you need to break rather than continue. And when you meet these souls, you'll feel recognition, but it will be accompanied by discomfort, wariness, or even fear. Your body knows before your mind does. If you meet someone who feels familiar but your nervous system activates, if you feel recognized but also threatened, if there's attraction but also repulsion, pay attention. This might be a soul echo that represents an old pattern you were meant to transcend in this lifetime, not repeat. The familiarity doesn't mean safety. It might mean danger that your soul remembers, even if your conscious mind doesn't. This is where free will becomes crucial. Yes, souls can be entangled across lifetimes. Yes, you might have karmic connections that span multiple incarnations. But you always have choice. You can recognize a soul echo and choose not to engage. You can honor the past connection while choosing not to recreate it in the present. You can acknowledge the entanglement while consciously choosing to release it, to complete it, to let it go. In fact, sometimes the entire point of meeting a soul echo is to choose differently this time. Maybe in past lifetimes, you fell into the same toxic pattern with this person over and over. Maybe you sacrificed yourself, or they sacrificed themselves, or you hurt each other in the same ways repeatedly. And maybe this lifetime, you're both here to break that pattern, to recognize each other, fill the pool of the old dynamic, and consciously choose something different. To see each other, acknowledge the history, and walk away in love and completion. This is evolutionary. This is how souls grow. We don't just repeat the same relationships lifetime after lifetime. We come back to refine them, to heal them, to transcend the patterns that didn't serve us. And sometimes transcendence means ending the connection, at least in its old form. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give a soul echo is to release them, to place them, and to choose a different path this time. Now let's talk about the science behind soul echoes. Beyond quantum entanglement, there's emerging research in epigenetics suggesting that memories, traumas, and significant life experiences can be encoded in our DNA and passed down through generations. If trauma can be inherited genetically, what else can be? What if soul connections, profound relationships, deep bonds can also leave an imprint in our cellular memory? This would explain why some soul echoes feel familiar in a bodily way, not just emotionally or spiritually. Your cells remember. Your DNA remembers, and when you meet someone your ancestors knew, someone your lineage was connected to, your body recognizes them even if your conscious mind has no context for that recognition. This is soul echo operating through genetic memory, through ancestral connection, through bloodline entanglement. There's also the morphic resonance theory proposed by biologist Rupert Sheldrake, which suggests that there are fields of information that connect all members of a species across time and space. These morphic fields contain the collective memory of the species, and individuals can tap into these fields and access information they never consciously learned. If morphic fields exist, then it's possible that soul connections create their own morphic resonance, their own field of shared information and memory that both souls can access. When you meet a soul echo, you're not just recognizing them from personal experience across lifetimes. You're also accessing the morphic field of your connection, the collective memory of all the interactions you've ever had, all the love you've shared, all the lessons you've learned together. This field of resonance is what creates that sense of knowing someone deeply, immediately, without logical explanation. Another scientific lens for understanding soul echoes is the concept of mirror neurons. These are brain cells that fire both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing that action. They're the basis of empathy, of our ability to feel what others feel. But some research suggests that mirror neurons fire more strongly with people we're close to, people we have history with, people we're bonded to. What if souls that are entangled across lifetimes have a heightened mirror neuron response to each other? What if the quantum connection between entangled souls makes their mirror neurons more sensitive, more attuned, more responsive? This would explain why conversations with soul echoes feel so effortless, why you can sense what they're feeling without them saying a word, why you finish each other's sentences and understand each other's silence. Your brains are literally mirroring each other more intensely because your souls are entangled. The feeling of déjà vu often accompanies soul echo encounters. You meet someone and feel like you've had this exact conversation before, stood in this exact place before, experienced this exact moment before. Déjà vu is typically explained as a glitch in memory processing. But what if it's actually your consciousness accessing parallel timelines or past lifetimes where this moment, or something very similar, actually did happen? Quantum physics tells us that all possible realities exist simultaneously in superposition until observed. What if when you experience déjà vu with a soul echo, you're momentarily accessing another timeline where you and this soul are also connected? What if the familiarity you feel isn't just from the past, but also from parallel presents, alternate versions of now, where you and this person are also together, also having this conversation, also experiencing this connection? This multidimensional aspect of soul echoes is profound. You're not just connected to this person across linear time, past to present to future. You're connected to them across all dimensions, all timelines, all possible versions of reality. When you recognize a soul echo, you're recognizing them across the entire spectrum of existence. No wonder it feels so overwhelming, so certain, so undeniable. You're accessing a connection that exists on every level of reality simultaneously. So what do you do when you encounter a soul echo? First, trust it. Your soul doesn't make mistakes. If you feel that recognition, that familiarity, that sense of knowing, it's real. Don't let your logical mind talk you out of what your soul is telling you. Don't dismiss it as projection or wishful thinking or coincidence. Honor the recognition as valid, as meaningful, as important. Second, observe it consciously. Notice what comes up for you. What emotions does this person trigger? What memories surface, even if they're vague or dreamlike? What patterns do you notice emerging? What does your body tell you? Is there excitement, comfort, peace? Or is there anxiety, tension, warning? Your entire being is giving you information about this connection. Pay attention to all of it, not just the romantic or exciting parts. Third, communicate openly if appropriate. If this is someone who's becoming part of your life, it can be powerful to share the experience of recognition. You might be surprised to find they feel it too. Many soul echo connections are mutual, both people feeling that sense of familiarity and knowing. Sharing this can deepen the connection and create space for both of you to explore what this relationship is meant to be in this lifetime. Fourth, set healthy boundaries. Soul recognition doesn't mean you bypassed all the normal stages of getting to know someone. It doesn't mean you rush into intimacy or commitment before you're ready. It doesn't mean you ignore red flags or override your own needs. The soul connection is real, but you still need to build a healthy human relationship if that is what this connection is meant to become. Honor both the eternal soul bond and the present moment human reality. Fifth, stay open to the purpose of this connection. Why has this soul come into your life right now? What are you meant to learn, heal, remember, or activate through this connection? Sometimes soul echoes appear to help us remember who we really are. Sometimes they appear to heal old wounds. Sometimes they appear to help us complete unfinished business. Sometimes they appear simply to remind us we're not alone, that we're part of something bigger, that love transcends time and space. The purpose isn't always romantic, even when there's attraction. Some of the most profound soul echo connections are friendships, mentorships, brief encounters that change your life trajectory. Don't limit a soul connection by trying to force it into a specific form. Let it be what it's meant to be. Let it unfold organically. Let it teach you what it came to teach. There's also the phenomenon of soul echo groups, not just individual connections. You might find yourself drawn to a community, a circle of people, a group that all feel familiar. These are often soul families who incarnate together, not always in the same lifetime, but frequently crossing paths, supporting each other's journeys, growing together across multiple dimensions and timelines. When you find your soul family, you've found home. These are the people who see you completely, accept you totally, love you unconditionally, not because you're perfect, but because your souls know each other at a level that transcends personality, transcends this lifetime's roles and masks. With your soul family, you can be completely authentic, because they recognize your essence, not just your persona. Cherish these connections. Nurture them. Show up for them. These relationships are rare and precious. They're anchors in the chaos of earthly existence. They're reminders of the eternal nature of love and connection. They're proof that you're never truly alone, that you're part of a cosmic web of consciousness that spans all of existence. But also remember that not everyone is meant to recognize you, and that's okay. Not everyone is a soul echo. Most people you meet are new connections, specific to this lifetime, and they have their own value, their own lessons, their own gifts to bring. Don't spend your life searching only for soul echoes and missing the beauty of fresh connections, new relationships, the joy of getting to know someone without the weight of past life history. The ultimate truth about soul echoes is that they're reflections. When you recognize someone at the soul level, you're recognizing yourself. You're seeing aspects of your own soul reflected back to you through another being. This is why these connections can be so healing, so transformative, so profound. They show you yourself. They mirror back to you who you really are, beneath all the conditioning, all the wounds, all the fear. And in that mirroring, you remember that you're not just this human having this one life. You're an eternal soul having infinite experiences across infinite realities. You remember that love doesn't end, that connections don't die, that the bonds you form transcend time and space. You remember that you chose to be here, chose these connections, chose this life as part of a much larger journey of growth and evolution. Soul echoes are invitations to awaken to the multidimensional nature of reality. They're cracks in the illusion of separation. They're windows into the quantum truth that everything is connected, that all is one, that the boundaries between self and other are ultimately illusion. When you look into the eyes of a soul echo and see yourself looking back, you're re-experiencing the deepest truth of existence. We are all one consciousness exploring itself through infinite forms. So the next time you meet someone who feels inexplicably familiar, don't dismiss it. Don't rationalize it away. Let yourself feel the full depth of that recognition. Let yourself be amazed by the mystery of it. Let yourself be humbled by the vastness of a universe where souls can find each other across lifetimes, across dimensions, across all barriers of time and space. Because you are not alone. You have never been alone. Your soul has companions, allies, beloveds, who are woven into the very fabric of your existence. And when you meet them, when you recognize them, when you feel that unmistakable echo of soul to soul, you're re-experiencing one of the most profound gifts of human incarnation. Through remembering that love is eternal, that connection transcends all boundaries, and that home is not a place, but a frequency, a resonance, a recognition of your own soul reflected in another. If this message touched something deep within you, If you've experienced the profound recognition of a soul echo, show your support by hitting that like button. Your engagement helps this reach others who are searching for answers about those inexplicable connections, those familiar strangers who feel like home. Subscribe to Quantum Love and turn on notifications, because we're exploring the deepest mysteries of consciousness, connection, and quantum reality every single week. Remember, you are not imagining these connections. Your soul knows what it knows. Trust the recognition. Honor the echoes. You are part of an eternal web of love that spans all of existence. I'll see you in the next video.